right, Joe. Welcome to the very first ever Movie Idiot show. What I'm going to be doing on the show is just covering, well, movies, of course, but all sorts of different topics in movie news. Obviously, we'll be doing some movie reviews. We'll be doing, lots of things, just all movie related. And since we're doing movie related, we're just going to jump right into this first episode here and our first topic of the day, which is, of course, Avengers Endgame. Tickets dropped on, I believe it was Tuesday the 2nd, and the internet shut down. If you were trying to get tickets, you couldn't get them, or you had trouble. Fandango was having like 5 to 8 hour wait times. AMC's site crashed completely. Couldn't get in, couldn't get tickets. People were freaking out. AMC, if you don't know, is the number one, the largest movie chain in the country, and their website crashed. Now, there's precedent for this. Infinity War did that. Star Wars The Last Jedi before it, and Star Wars The Force Awakens before it. So they've known about this. They have dealt with this before, and yet hasn't been fixed. I don't know why. And it's a big problem. Big problem for the movie industry. They got to figure this out because, look, people are going to pre-buy tickets. It is now become popular again to go to opening weekend of a movie, especially these superhero movies, these big cinematic blockbusters. Avengers Endgame may make $3 billion before this is all said and done. This thing could end up being the biggest movie ever. So, they really need to fix this and get it cleared up and figure out a way to get it taken care of. I'd love to hear you guys' feedback. If you were trying to get Endgame tickets, I ended up getting mine. I'm in the Midwest, so I got Marcus, luckily, and their site was good. I heard Regal's site was good as well, so I was able to get a 40X, so I'm super stoked for that. Thursday, so it's going to be good, and I definitely will be doing a review of Endgame. But I want to hear from you guys. Did you have trouble getting tickets? How did you get your tickets? How many tickets did you get? Are you going to the double features? A lot of theaters are doing double feature of Infinity War Endgame, so straight through. So that's 6 hours of movie magic, my friends. So anyway, want to hear back from you. There are 2 ways you can get a hold of me. Email themovieidiot@gmail.com, all lowercase, all together. And then also I'm on Twitter, movieidiot1, so at movieidiot1 on Twitter as well. So I'd love to hear feedback from you. Let me know what your buying experience is for your Endgame tickets as well. To segue kind of in that, my next kind of topic is, since Endgame tickets were so hard to get and everything was crashing, is that going to affect Shazam? Now, Shazam opened this weekend, so I know that I've heard a lot of great things about Shazam, and I'll get into that in a minute. But if people were trying to pre-buy tickets on Tuesday, they couldn't in a lot of places. If you're trying to buy tickets to Shazam for Thursday night, you were stuck without. A lot of people for Endgame were going into the theaters and literally buying them at the box office. So which means if you're trying to buy Shazam tickets, you were screwed on that day pretty much. So I'm curious to know if you were affected in buying your Shazam tickets. And I can't kind of wait to see if the numbers, the box opening weekend numbers hit for Shazam the way they initially predicted because of this Endgame fiasco and literally breaking ticket sales on the internet. So very curious to hear about that. I have heard great things about Shazam. A couple of people who I follow and pay attention to got to pre-screen it. Many of you may know who John Campia is. I know he's pre-screened it, and he said it's phenomenal. And so I'm very stoked for this movie as well. So I'm interested to hear your guys' thoughts. Are you going to go see Shazam? Did you have trouble getting tickets for it? Again, my email, themovieidiot, all lowercase, one whole word, themovieidiot@gmail.com, or movieidiot1 on Twitter, so at movieidiot1. We're going to go kind of to our next topic here. Kind of going back to Endgame a little bit. For those of you who don't know, CinemaCon is going on right now. What CinemaCon is the movie studios. They present to the movie theater executives, present upcoming movies, trailers, that kind of stuff. So at CinemaCon, they released Endgame footage. So a bunch of Endgame footage was released. Many of you who follow this may know that the shareholders for Disney Marvel, they got to see extended footage of Endgame. Well, that footage plus a little bit more got released at CinemaCon to the theaters. The scene is the Avengers kind of arguing amongst themselves. It's the Captain Marvel scene where Thor summons Stormbreaker right next to her head and she doesn't flinch at all. And so, but there's extended footage to that, and them kind of arguing, and then they end up getting on a spaceship. And I'm not gonna delve into too much of it. I don't want to spoil it for anybody if you don't want to see it. But my big question is are they going to release this footage to the public? I kind of feel like they should. And initially, when obviously when Endgame first started being a thing, I was like, okay, I'm not watching any trailers. I'm not doing it. Well, that fell through really quickly. I started watching trailers as soon as they started dropping. The cool thing with Marvel and their marketing, especially with Infinity War and Endgame, is they have not shown much. So what they do with their trailers is they're showing you things, but they're not giving away anything, which is awesome. And so when I first heard about the scene, I'm like, man, I really don't want to see it. But now that I've heard about it again from CinemaCon, I really do. I just want to see this 2-minute or whatever clip or 10-minute clip or whatever it is. I'm so hungry for Endgame stuff, and I'm so excited for it that I really want to see this. So I hope they release it. It'd be really cool if they do. Tell me what you guys think again. themovieidiot@gmail.com or @movieidiot1 on Twitter. We're going to go ahead and switch to our next topic. Speaking of CinemaCon, they dropped the Joker trailer at CinemaCon on Tuesday, and then of course the Joker trailer then hit for the public yesterday. And if you have not seen this trailer, it's awesome. It is so good, and it's dark, like crazy dark, and I love it. For those of you who follow comics, it seems as if they took and they kind of follow a little bit of the story arc from The Killing Joke, which is so cool. And it's personally my favorite story arc of the Joker and his origin and how he begins and how he becomes kind of the Joker. So it's like a really cool story arc. But it's really dark, really dark, which is awesome. There's a really cool scene where you can see here where Joker's doing that smiley thing. Well, there apparently is a really cool scene in the trailer where he's doing that to a little kid through bars and gates, and apparently that might be Wayne Manor and the little kid might be Bruce Wayne. And I was just like, oh my god. So definitely check out the Joker trailer. Let me know if you saw it. I definitely want to get you guys' feedback. Of course, again, one more time, themovieidiot@gmail.com, all lowercase, all one word. And then of course on Twitter, movieidiot1 or @movieidiot1 on Twitter as well. And that's it. That concludes the very first Movie Idiot show. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I'd love to hear more topics from you. I want to talk about what you guys want to talk about in movies. And so, again, hit me up one more time. I'm going to say it, themovieidiot@gmail.com or @movieidiot1 on Twitter. Hope to hear from you. Hope you guys have a great day, and get those Endgame tickets. You got to get them, because from what I hear, they're selling out like crazy. So get them now. All right. Have a good one.